Good afternoon, it's Monday, May 5th, and this is your program director with a special edition video update, Emergency On Call, our new policy. So, what is Emergency On Call? Emergency On Call is for true emergencies where you are physically unable to come to the hospital due to illness. And we have someone on reserve who is scheduled to fill those spots. And why are the change in the policy? Because the program director, the chief residents, the associate program directors, and some residents have complained and gotten too many gray hairs about potential abuses in the current system. So we're going to tighten things up. We're going to institute some consequences for abuse and let you know about what the ABIM and other people have said when we've asked them some questions about our policy, our current policy. So let's talk about the new policy. Number one, no more calling the associate program director at night or other times to discuss your EOC situation. Not effective and created some problems, so that's done. No more of that. Number two, the use of EOC more than 4 times in a year will get your training extended. This is the big one. Well, this is one of the big ones. The ABIM has informed us that we are unable to waive extend time away from training for emergency on-call use. We can waive it for medical leaves and pregnancy leaves. Cannot use it for sick leaves. So more than 4 days in a year, your training is going to be extended. If you use EOC, you still should have to notify the chief and or office of your absence from the program, and then you are going to have to meet with an APD or their designee within 1 week of your EOC use to review EOC policy and to sign a document saying you understand the current policy. This meeting has to happen face to face. If this meeting does not happen, our office does not get a signed document, you're not going to get credit for that rotation that you called EOC on. This is another big one, obviously. So obviously this is going to apply to prelims as well. You want to get credit for your rotation, you have to have a meeting if you use EOC with one of my APDs or their designee. And finally, I'm going to be the person on call for any questions or problems. One more point. If you call EOC before 2 scheduled days off, that is a 2-day weekend suddenly becomes a 3-day weekend, you're going to lose the privilege of scheduling 2 days in a row off for the rest of the year. And if you're a 3, you're going to get a phone call to your future employer or fellowship director. This was identified by the chiefs as the #1 area of abuse, and we want to put an end to it. You can't use EOC to extend your holiday weekends. 2 days in a row off is a privilege. It's not a guaranteed right. And if you use EOC before 2 days off to turn it into 3, or on the other side, turning, after you're scheduled to be back, you're going to lose the privilege of doing that in the future. So this is a verbal review of these changes. You're going to get a written review of these changes from Elise, as well as a new policy, official policy sheet. Please let me know your feedback on these changes, and my hope is that they're not going to be too onerous, and that we see a decrease in concerns about EOC use. EOC is a fine and good thing for when it's needed, and should not be used when it's not needed. So, this is Dr. Christopher Schaefer with your special update. Thanks very much. Enjoy your week.